some kind. We don't know what that's going to be like, but the work that we need to do is going to become clearer that day, or that week, or that season. And so, what do we do now? We do the work. We do what we can. Do what you've already been doing. Keep doing it. It's what you're doing matters. It's important. People are writing letters. They are registering voters. They're making calls, donating funds. Do whatever it is that you are doing. But then it occurred to me one other thing that is vitally important for all of us. Take care of yourself. Please do those things that feed your soul. Do those things that bring you alive. Because we are in this for the long haul. Our work is not done on election day. Our work changes, our work gets clearer, but we still have so much to do. There's so much that is right in the world. There's so much that is being revealed that we are seeing. The clarity of what we need to do is the clarity is getting clearer. And yet, there is still so much to be done. And so we need you. We need all of you. We need each other very much. You need to be able to show up. Do not burn out. Do not lose your energy. Do not just give up because there's so much to do, and who am I to do anything? What difference can I make? Do not give up. And in order to not give up, take care of yourself. I can't believe I live in Ventura, where I actually live about 2 miles from the edge of the continent, and that is my holy ground. The ocean is the place I go to center myself and let the ocean breezes blow the tension and the fear and the anxiety and everything else out. That's my holy place. Where is yours? Find your holy place, go there. Find your holy people and reach out to them. I know that's really strange now too. But here we are together, safely distanced, not socially distanced, because here we are together. We are physically and safely distanced. But find those things and take care of yourself. That is, in many ways, the holiest thing, the most important work for us, because we need to keep going. The fires are burning the West. More of them are north of us right now, but they're wrapping around. The air has been terrible. Climate change is becoming so obvious that we have work to do there. It's long work, it's hard work. So if you are a spiritual person, find a spiritual practice. Do something to care for yourself. Feel connected to whatever source is beyond you, if there is one for you. And just feel connected to life, your life, other lives, and find ways to remember to do that, to ground yourself there. For we are a heartbroken people. Let yourself grieve, let yourself feel the pain that is there, and then let it carry you, resolve to move forward. So Ruth Bader Ginsburg was Jewish, and she died just before sunset at the beginning of the holiest time of the year for Jews, on the eve of Rosh Hashanah. And in Rosh Hashanah, the shofar is blown in many different patterns, different shofars. That's the hollowed out ram's horn that makes a very mournful sound. And yet I'm noting it, listening to some shofar playing, and that mournful sound, it almost always comes up right at the end. The note just ends with a very quick high note. And it is the wail of the prophet who then says, yes, we can accomplish things. We can make a difference. Ruth Bader Ginsburg was a prophet among us. Her legacy is now ours to carry forward. Now, she was one woman, she was tiny, and she didn't sleep, I don't think. We don't have to follow her example. She doesn't have to be an exact model for any of us and what we do, and yet it is ours to carry her work forward. Her legacy mattered so much, it made such a difference, and here we are, we can too. And so, I invite you to join me in a time of prayer. Gracious God, holy beingness of many names and no name, and mystery beyond all naming, Spirit of life and of love and of justice that dwells within and among and beyond us this night and always. May we know we are never alone. May we remember this night in times of despair which will come in the days ahead. Remember this gathering, these people, these lights. It is heartbreaking to lose someone so important, so precious, so strong and prophetic, who touched all our lives. But as she touched us, she changed us and strengthened us and gave us a sense of the capacity for deeper resolve, deeper commitment, deeper conviction to fairness, to justice, to kindness, to compassion, that moves into empathy, which is a depth of understanding, not just understanding, but feeling what another person feels. Let us move forward in silence and in sorrow. Let tears fall as they may, and let strength and resolve grow. It is traditional to say a prayer of Kaddish for someone who, when a Jewish person has died. And I'm not going to say the prayer because it's not from my tradition. But it is a prayer of praise to the Almighty, to that grand and great source of life and power and love. And whatever your belief is, it does seem right and fitting to offer up praise to whatever that source of life and love and power and energy that fueled Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and we all carry within us. So let us raise up voices of sorrow, raise up voices of praise, raise up our minds and hearts, raise up the light that you carried with you tonight. Carry this light forward. Carry this light forward. It is in you and among you and beyond us all. Carry it forth in grateful memory of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Amen. Blessed be. Shalom.
So we're going to spend some time in fellowship, safely distanced, as a better term, safely distanced. We're going to listen to some music, and up here we have a lot of information for you. If you're not registered to vote, we can help you do that. There's a lot of information on voting that you can take some extra and pass it on to your friends. We always try to add an action, because I know everybody's grieving now, but tomorrow maybe you'll be ready to do some action items. We have a list of senators who have spoken out when Obama's Supreme Court justice got blocked. And there are quotes that they said justifying that action. And so we're asking everybody to send some postcards using their words in this case to remind them that we need to wait until after the election to put someone in the Supreme Court, as Justice Ginsburg asked.
Light. It was the last wish. It was the last wish of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. She dictated to her grandchild that, oh, thank you. Her most fervent wish was that I will not be replaced until a new president is installed. So that's only fair, right?
Right.
And so these guys are all recorded. Everything that they said in 2016, they must think that they're invisible after they say something. But it's all here, and you can write postcards to say, we remember what you said.
Right.
So we're holding you to it.
Right.
And if you can't get one of these papers tonight, you can go to tinyurl.com, postcards-2-hypocrites, and send them a card. It costs 35 cents for a stamp. Guess who doesn't know how much it costs to send a postcard? Yes, the guy that runs our post office, who's ruining our post office. We also have blue ribbon up here to tie to your mailbox to show solidarity to your postal worker. You're welcome to have some. We also have information about us, Indivisible Ventura, with information on how to contact your legislators every day. Every day we try to put out an action. Even if your legislators are Democrats, they often do things that you don't think is necessarily right. They also need to know that you're watching them. They also need to know that you thank them for doing the right thing. They're human beings as well. So call your legislators every day. We have numbers on the back you can program into your phone. So the whole thing takes less than 30 seconds while you're waiting for your coffee to brew. You can do an action that makes a difference. So today we mourn Tomorrow we start to fight. And if we're lucky enough to remove the monster who is in our presidency right now, we cannot stop fighting. We fell asleep during Obama. We cannot fall asleep anymore. We know too much. We will have to keep fighting forever. There's a lot to do. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All of you for coming today. It's a big step for some people, I know, but thank you so much for coming.
Thank you. Long live RBG! Long live! Que viva! Que viva! RBG! Que viva! Notorious RBG! Oh,